Hey everyone, it's your friend Shawn McBride. We're seeing something very unusual going on right now. As you know, there's been a lot of emergency measures put in place because of COVID-19, right? So we had the payroll protection program come out. We had some requirements in employers with respect to paid leave, particularly for smaller employers. In fact, we did a video on that here on the Future Done Right channel with Todd Saylor and Sam Fessenden of Payserve Systems. You can go check that out, the Future Done Right YouTube channel. And beyond that, we also have the unemployment benefits extended. So a lot of employers are getting into a really weird situation right now as they're trying to manage cash flow and figure out what to do with the payroll protection program. As you're probably aware, the payroll protection program is designed to continue paying employees. Meanwhile, we also have unemployment benefits, and there was federal legislation put in place that put some bonus money into the unemployment insurance. So basically took the pay, and then there's an add-on of $600 per week. And so we're getting into a weird situation here for some employees where the unemployment pay is actually greater than what they were making before. And that's going to get to a complicated situation because what's going to happen here is a lot of employees would rather be unemployed than working because they're getting paid more. Meanwhile, the employer often doesn't want, wants to get the payroll protection and get the money back for their loan so that they can keep their workforce moving forward and keep the business moving forward. And you can start to see the tension developing between the payroll protection and the unemployment benefit because the employee often wants the unemployment benefit. The employer wants the employee to come back, go to work so that they can get payroll protection. Let's jump into it a little bit in more detail. First, let me always say, as usual, it's McBride Attorneys Law Show. We don't do legal advice here. We just talk about general issues, flag issues that you can talk to your own counsel. So let's jump into it. Payroll protection loan basically is going to cover your payroll and some other expenses like utilities, rents, etc. for a period of 8 weeks. But 75% of the money has to go to payroll. So the concept is you need to go back to what your prior payroll was and continue paying people through the payroll protection program. The issue being, of course, if you have employees that don't want to come back to work because they're making more under unemployment than they're making off their own, than what they were making doing a job, obviously it doesn't make sense for them to go work economically because they can make more on unemployment, they're taking the time off, they don't have to go to work. And you can see the battle brewing here. And so some employers are being put in a very tricky spot. I had one employer mention that they're in a situation where they can't, they have an employee that's unmotivated, right? They brought the employee back. The employee doesn't want to work because the employee is actually getting paid less now to come to work, and they're essentially refusing to work. And I think the employee is smart to the payroll protection program, and they know the employer basically has to keep them around in order to accrue the benefits. That's going to be a very tricky situation. Other employers are trying to call their employees back, which potentially could end their unemployment payment because they've been offered a job. And then those employees obviously would not be happy because they're going to make less money going to work than what they were making before. So a lot of those employees want to wait till after the window of the payroll protection program. So it's getting to be a very ugly situation. I don't know if we're going to get any legislative or oversight from the states with respect to their unemployment compensation systems to fix these issues, but that's exactly what's happening right now. It's not a pretty situation. So I want to highlight the issue for you. Would love to hear your comments here at the McBride Attorneys Law Show on YouTube. Of course, make sure you subscribe because we'll be bringing you regular tips to make you a better business owner, better business leader. So looking forward to seeing you there. I want to hear from you, McBride Attorneys Law Show on YouTube. I'm your friend Shawn McBride, flagging this important issue for you. Hopefully it's brought some insights to you, and we'll deal with this more in coming weeks as we collect more information. Talk to you soon.